Hello, you lovely folks. Thank you for tuning into This Week in Esports for the first full week of August 3rd through August 9th, 2020. And, there's so many things that are new in esports this week. Credit goes to Crystal Mills, Adam Fitch, Andrew Hayward, Mitch Reams, Cody Luongo, Seth Schiesel, Jay Massad for many of the images and articles that you see here. And let's just dive right into everything. As far as partnerships go, Cloud9 and UConnect Esports will partner to support collegiate esports. Cloud9 will run multiple campaigns through the fall semester, including online community events for collegiate organizations. Their first campaign, the Cloud9 LCS community events, has already launched and featured 16 collegiate esports and gaming communities across North America. All I gotta say, good partnership. We've seen our fair share of bad partnerships lately, and this is a great one to support a lesser known part of the esports industry. The CSPPA, they partner with universities to conduct a survey of CSGO players' mental health. The survey, led by Dr. Phil Birch, Ben Sharp, and Dr. Matt Smith, will help identify factors influencing mental health in professional CSGO players. The CSPPA released a statement revealing that the preliminary evidence found that elite CSGO players face significant stressors in their competitive lives. This is said to be the first study of its kind utilizing the expertise of researchers, Professional Players Association, and ex-players and coaches. Mental health has already been a major concern for the CSGO community, with Glaive, Zipix, and Olaf Meister taking breaks from the game, and the CSPPA is hoping that the survey will help advance the current lack of understanding of the factors influencing the mental health of CSGO. Once again, mental health needs to be pushed more within esports. I think this is a really good action here, and I want to see what results from this. SK Gaming, they partnered with Krumbacher as well as Vita Malls as the beverage partners. I don't know if I'm pronouncing those names right or not. They're German companies, but either way, the companies will collaborate on social media content featuring SK Gaming players and teams, as well as an online video series. This is Krumbacher's first esports sponsorship. In addition, Krumbacher and Vita Mall's product and logo placement in SK Gaming broadcasts as well as events. The companies will also jointly produce a mobile esports tournament and plan additional activations beyond that. SK Gaming fields teams in mobile games Clash Royale as well as Brawl Stars, along with many other games on those platforms. Krumbacher's brewery is located in the North Rhine-Westphalia, which is near SK Gaming's Cologne headquarters, and SK's facilities in Cologne and Berlin will both be stocked with these products thanks to their new alliance. I think this is super cool. Very nice drinks. Soundcard, they partner with Orange Esports, Moonton, and NetEase Games. Orange Esports is a popular team that competes in PUBG Mobile, while Moonton is the maker of Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and NetEase, they make the mobile battle royale shooter Rules of Survival. And the partnerships are a part of a larger overall esports push from Soundcard, which includes creating original content for its Play Game online gaming platform and sponsorship of the ongoing Rules of Survival KH Cup Season 3. The company is also working with local influencers to drive attention to Play Game and its esports initiatives, and they'll also hold a Play Game streamathon on August 14th. I think this is great for mobile esports. Cellular connection is more important than ever now. As far as investments go, Vancouver's The Gaming Stadium goes public. They raised $1.1 million. The venue's parent company, My Esports Ventures, merged with the capital pool company Brockton Ventures to actually form a new equity, TGS Esports Incorporated, which is listed on the TSX Venture Exchange. According to the release, a private placement of 15 million shares in the company at 10 cents Canadian led to the total of $1.5 million Canadian in funding. And while the gaming stadium has been closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a blog post announcing the news suggests that its online tournament efforts have received a significant response and that it still remains optimistic for the future of the venture and the company. I think this is just interesting to see physical locations still being invested during a pandemic. I really hope this pans out in the future. The UK-based organization Resolve Esports has secured investment from Esports Global, an investment group owned by International Group Management. The investment is headed by David Martin and Chester King and is intended to help Resolve establish new esports teams, offer online coaching, as well as create physical esports centers in London for training and development of new players. The announcement revealed an upcoming esports facility based in London, which was described as part of Resolve's long-term vision in a release. More information on the center's opening will be revealed at a later date, and I always love to see UK esports. Veloce Esports, they raised $5.2 million, and they'll actually merge with Veloce Racing. I think that's how you pronounce it, Veloce or Veloce. Veloce. Either way, the Financial Times reports that the round included former Lloyd's Development Capital CEO Daryl Eales as well, who is currently the co-chairman of Veloce Racing. Veloce Esports is currently focused on racing games including F1 2020, Gran Turismo, although it also previously fielded teams Rocket League. And in May, Veloce Esports partnered with McLaren Racing to operate in the racing team Sim Racing Initiative. I'm not a top go-getter for motor esports, so good for them, but I do want to keep an eye on where this one goes. As far as workforce changes go, I'm happy to announce that Chris Diapollonio has joined Evil Geniuses as the Chief Innovation Officer. He will be in charge of building new initiatives, opportunities, and revenue streams for the organization, according to LinkedIn. Evil Geniuses CEO Nicole Lapointe Jameson tweeted that the initiatives Diapollonio is spearheading will include technology and university partnerships, which I think is really cool. This time last year, Diapollonio was promoted to the role of president of Overwatch League franchise Houston Outlaws. He previously served as the EVP of partnerships at Infinite Esports and Entertainment, the franchise original owner group. I love talking to Chris in the past, and I'm so glad he's made this move. I'm looking forward to see what he does. Kate Vale, she's appointed to Mogul's board. Kate Vale's career has taken her to many companies such as YouTube, Google, Spotify, and now she joins the likes of Mogul GG, a matchmaking platform, as a non-executive director. An amateur tournament and competition matchmaker, Mogul GG is in a space of plenty of competition. One way to get ahead of the crowded field is filling the company with top executives, and that seems to be what Mogul's plan is. I think it's good to see a non-gaming tech person join the space. She's a lot of perspective that she can add flavor to the business direction of Mogul. As far as new launches go, Facebook Gaming, they finally launched their iOS app. After 6 months of continuous rejections, Facebook finally launched Facebook Gaming into the Apple App Store. While this isn't necessarily esports news, I do think this is a big step for esports because many tournament organizers are on the platform, and mobile esports viewership is dominated by YouTube and Facebook Gaming. Similarly, Microsoft was actually unable to get Xbox Game Pass to iOS due to Apple's rejection there as well. I think this is really good for Facebook launching this, but it's only the beginning of a huge tech war that will 100% spill into gaming and esports. Wise Ventures Esports, the parent company of the CDL franchise Minnesota Rocker, they've launched Version 1. The new brand, which is co-owned by the Wilf family and entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk, has entered initially into Psyonix's title Rocket League. Version 1 will compete in the RLCS X, the newly formed esports initiative from Psyonix for its Rocket League title, and RLCS The Grid, which also begins on August 7th, will also include the brand here. I think it's time for more orgs to join into Rocket League. While I don't know the specifics behind the financials for joining Rocket League, it seems to be one of the most fruitful esports for advertisers for it being so family friendly. The University of Roehampton, they present the Women in Esports Scholarship starting in September of 2020, set in motion by Roehampton Esports, the university's esports department. The institution will offer 4 scholarships to first-year students, each worth up to £1,500. The program is designed to increase diversity and inclusion in the esports industry, as well as inspire the next generation of female esports professionals. Apart from the financial incentive, the scholarships will offer accepted students a number of opportunities to fast-track their esports careers, the scope of which includes dedicated mentorship schemes, as well as connecting them with senior industry professionals. One activation will see the university collaborate with Women in Games to host weekly women-only esports sessions available to female students, as well as further networking opportunities. I really like this initiative given how few women are in esports, but I do hope that they can also get the attention of men in the space to actually support their fellow women. League of Legends World Championship 2020 is going to be held entirely in Shanghai. Originally, Riot Games announced plans to be holding the qualifying stages across 5 other cities in China, but has changed the plan to minimize player travel and help mitigate the risk due to COVID-19. Additionally, the venue has changed. Last year, Riot Games announced that the World Championship 2020 would be held at the Shanghai Stadium, but now it's announced that it will be held at the newly constructed Pudong Soccer Stadium instead. I think this is just quite ambitious to say the least, even with all the precautions they're taking. If this is pulled off, I predict this is going to be one of the most viewed esports events ever. Huge risk, huge reward here, and thank you so much for watching. It was a little bit longer today, but I really do appreciate you all for joining in. If you do have any suggestions down below, please comment them, and I appreciate you all. Stay tuned. Take care, everybody.